in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, Rylan's got a background in plumbing. He's been a plumbing professional for a while. Rylan, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do?
So I've been in the plumbing industry for about 10 years now. Most of my experience is on the commercial industrial side. The territories I've worked in are Las Vegas and Arizona, where I'm currently at now. Here in our markets, calcium and buildup is a serious problem, especially in these facilities where they're heavily used. We're always introducing new water, and these are a real problem for these facilities that are owners and people who are taking care of them. It's destroying their equipment, this calcium, so something has to be done, and everyone's always looking for a solution to find something.
So obviously you live in the same area, and here in Phoenix, as you already mentioned, your water is really hard. You wanted to do something for your home, so you wanted to try the Fluid Dynamics products, which would be the house drum. But what was your first thought about Fluid Dynamics and the house drum? What did you really think about it?
So being in this industry, you hear about all the different products that are out there. There are many different devices that are anti-scale devices. But the reality is that some of them do work, some of them don't work, and it's really, that was where my skepticism was, is that's what I heard. I'd never tried one myself. Everybody had these big softeners. In my own home, I don't have a softener port, so it wasn't going to be easy to put one in. So to me, when I first heard about it, I thought it was interesting from the aspect of no maintenance, and that it had the GSA testing. So that's kind of what led me into thinking that this device was different. Now, did I know if it was going to work? No, but that's why I really wanted to try it, because with the third-party testing, with the money-back guarantee that Fluid Dynamics gives you in that first year, it gave me the self-confidence to say, hey, it's worth a try, because if it works, great. If not, I at least tried it, and I know for myself that it does or doesn't work.
Right, so you put it in, and I guess it's been about maybe 4 or 5 months now. What did you first notice early on after you installed the unit?
So at first what I did is I left the calcium buildup, because I was told that it could basically recapture the calcium inside of the water, basically take it right back off of the devices or shower heads for in this example. And so I left that to see if that would happen. In addition to that, I also left it on my glass door for my shower. What I did notice is that it was taking off some of the calcium from the glass window. It wasn't completely stripping it all off, but it was taking it away. So what I ended up doing was leaving the shower head calcified, and then scrubbing up my window for my shower. What that did is gave me a complete clean shower glass. What I was able to notice then is I could leave that shower glass without squeegeeing it for a week, and I could take a dry paper towel and literally wipe everything off. Prior to the device, I was not able to do that. Just one day, it would stick right to the window, and I would have to literally take like a SOS pad or the back of a sponge in order to get it off. So, already I was seeing that it was much easier just from the shower standpoint, and then which gets to the head, where with the calcium that I left on the head, what I was noticing is that it was much easier to get off of the head. It wasn't like a rock stuck on the head. I was able just to kind of nick it with my finger, and it would fall off literally in chunks. So it was really illustrating the point that it was treating the calcium, that the calcium was not adhering anymore, which then led me to my next test outside of the shower, to go to my dishwasher, because my dishwasher also had a calcium buildup with soap scum in particular areas. So I took a toothbrush, cleaned the whole thing out, and I'm now about 2.5 months into this, where I want to see if I was getting the buildup again on my dishwasher, and so far I'm not. I'm going to let this run probably for 6 months to a year, so it gets a good amount of usage, to give it a fair comparison. But as of today, there is little to no type of buildup. If there is, it's just a little white soap that's actually stuck on there that I can just wipe away, so it's not an actual buildup of scum. So that's what I'm noticing today.
So you're still in your first year, but based on these quick changes in the first few months, you would say that you went from sort of semi-skeptical to a believer?
Yeah, absolutely. Big time believer. In fact, I'm starting to recommend them for my friends, to my family. The biggest deal is nobody likes reoccurring costs with filters, and everybody wants something that's going to work. It's almost unbelievable when you hear about something that you can put in that you don't have to mess with. It's like set it and forget it, and 20 years from now, it could still be working. So to hear something like that, and then to actually know that something like that works, it's what really intrigued me. And now I press it on everybody that I can, because cleaning up the water, we all know, isn't the best thing, because there's minerals that you need to keep inside of the water for health purposes. I mean, it's not really good to drink clean water, but then at the same time, we still have to treat the calcium and the things that are inside of our house, the problems that we see on a daily basis being in a hard water area. So I am a big believer. I feel that facilities will absolutely benefit from it, and I do feel that when people use this and can see it, they'll be happy with it as well.
So if somebody was on the fence and just trying to make that final decision whether they should try it or not, what would you say to them?
Oh, I would say absolutely try it. Reason is, again, with the fluid dynamics, they give you that first year money back guarantee. So you're really not on the hook until you're actually after the first year. But you'll notice the differences, like I said, within the first. I'm like 4 to 6 months in. I don't know the exact time frame. I didn't log it, but so far I'm already in. I can already tell you I noticed the differences. And I'm a user where my water usage is a 1-person household, 2-person household. Other than that, if you're an owner of a commercial type building or a school, for example, where you're always introducing new water and new elements from the water to your system, you'll notice it in less than that. Your quality of your valves, of your fixtures, everything will change. The amount of times you have to maintain those things will end up changing. So you will notice a big difference.
Well, thanks a lot, Rylan. I appreciate your time, and thanks for sharing your experience and your story.
Thank you.